Welcome, veterans. This is Dennis Young with the Veterans Memorial Park and Digital Library, and we're sitting here on day 5 of the 123rd National VFW Convention. We've had a great time, and I'm here with this young man who just showed up to take a peek inside the digital library, and he wants to tell a story, and I think it's a great thing. His name is Donald Lynch. Sir, can you spell your last name, please?
Lynch.
Alright, sir. So here we go. So what I want to do, we're going to go back in time a little bit. Alright?
Okay.
So we're going to go back to the beginning, like, you know, where you grew up, where you went to school, what year did you graduate, how'd you get into the military?
Alright, well, I born in 1968, May, in Waukegan, Illinois. My dad was a firefighter in the Waukegan Fire Department. Went through grade school, junior high school, and 1 year of high school, 9th grade. In 1981, my father unfortunately had a heart attack, had to retire from the the fire department. So we went to where my family is from in the UP of Michigan, a little town called Stevenson, Michigan. My family's been there since my mother's side, my father's side, since my great-great-grandparents. So I moved up there, went through the rest of high school up there, graduated in 1986 from Stevenson High School, and went into the military. I actually joined the military, went into late entry in 1985. The reason I went into the military is because all of the past male members of my family have all served. Unfortunately, my grandfather was killed in 1945 in northern France in World War II. My father went into the military when he was 17 years old. He went into the Navy, and he was down. Excuse me. He was down in Cuban Missile Crisis. His younger brother, or his half brother, went into the Army, and he did 3 tours in Vietnam. My mother's uncles were all in World War II. I felt that it was not something that I wanted to do. It was something that I had to do. It was the best decision I ever made in my life. My parents didn't really want me to go in the military. They wanted me to go to college and do better things for my life. And I thought the best thing that I can do, honoring my family's name, honoring my father and my grandfather. My grandfather, I'm named after him, so I felt that I had to go in the military. So I joined the Air Force because I loved aircraft. I wanted to be a mechanic at airplanes. I loved doing it, loved watching them. So in 1986, I joined the Air Force. Spent 10 years in the military, 2 years over in Germany, 5 years over in Korea, and then a little bit in the United States here. Decided after 10 years that it was enough for me. I wanted to get out, and got out of the military, went right back to where I grew up in Illinois. Since then, I became an HVAC technician, still a mechanic, been a mechanic all my life. And then I moved to Wisconsin, just south of Milwaukee, in the small town of Kenosha. Been there ever since. Love it. I'm married. Have 3 wonderful stepchildren, and been coming to conventions for the past 10 years, 12 years now. Come to every single convention. Joined the VFW when I was in Korea in 1995. I remember a day that I was temporary duty in Alaska from Korea, where I was stationed at Osan. And I remember President Clinton coming on TV and making an announcement that anybody that spent 30 consecutive days or 60 non-consecutive days in the Republic of South Korea was eligible for the military or for the VFW. About a week later, I went back to Korea from Alaska. And on my way back home, because I lived downtown, on my way back home, I passed right by the VFW. I walked in and I joined as a life member. been to several posts since then, but the VFW has been my life since 1995. I was a post commander in 2010 in Kenosha, Wisconsin. In Kenosha. Since then, I've transferred up to Milwaukee. We have 2 past national commanders. We had 5 past state commanders, or 4 past state commanders in that post. And I've been excelling there. I've been doing a lot of things with my post. I took over as post commander last year, and this current year I'm also a post commander, just to try and help our post revitalize and get things going. In 2019, I was elected as a state commander for Wisconsin. We made All-American. I did everything I could, but it wasn't anything that I did. It was all about the membership of Wisconsin that got the All-American. Every hat that I've ever worn is because of the membership in of the post that I led and the state that I led. I continue every day trying to do something to help veterans, to help get Congress to pass better legislation to help veterans out, to stop veteran suicide, and to get the rate of homeless veterans down. It's been a passion of mine for many, many years. And I have a long future with the VFW, and here in 4 more years I'm going to be running for National Junior Vice Commander-in-Chief. It's a passion that I think that I can do to support veterans and get a lot of these bills and everything passed, and do everything possible that I can for veterans.
That is outstanding. I don't know there's much more I can answer. You've done a lot. You've been with the VFW since 1995. You've been also post commander.
I've been a post commander, a state commander, post commander several times, and a state commander.
Okay, ever a district commander?
No, I haven't been
you
a district
passed that
commander.
chair, huh?
Yeah, I passed that one, but I am currently right now the Big Ten chairman.
Okay,
All the
perfect,
states in
perfect.
the Big Ten.
Perfect, outstanding. And I heard you talk about doing lots of help with homeless veterans.
Yes.
That's a big thing.
Yep.
We have too many of those.
We do.
We have in the United States, period, we have too many homeless, period, whether it be veterans or not, but obviously, we have dear to our hearts veterans.
Right.
So you got your eligibility for the VFW from being in Korea for
Yes.
5 years.
5 years.
Yeah. So, okay. Anything else you'd like to put out?
Not that I can think of. I know once I leave, I'm going to think about something and say, man, I should have said this or something.
Everyone always
It happens
does.
every single time.
It's outstanding, and thank you so much for stopping by, and appreciate it.
I appreciate it. I appreciate everything that you guys are doing to help out veterans, and appreciate you being here.
Thank you.